Deep in the forests of Uppland, Sweden, lies a massive industrial skeleton that is refusing to rot. This isn't just a building, it's a time capsule of a mining town that once flourished. This is Romelsgruvan. Iron was discovered here back in 1742, but it wasn't until the 1940s, right in the middle of World War II, that Romel truly hit its industrial peak, because the demand for iron was massive, as every single country needed it for its war effort. But the boom didn't last forever. In 1975, the global market shifted, and just like that, Romel was left being unprofitable, and the buildings were slowly being reclaimed by the forest. Okay, the red Saab is successfully parked. I literally chose the most Chernobyl time of year to come here. You can already see them here in the distance. Okay, so we are in right now. Man, it's so much bigger in person than I thought it was gonna be. Wow. Also, man, it looks straight out of a Moshlat Doma album cover, if you know what I mean. One thing which surprised me is, look how much like wood around in this area. Something from over there has driven in here and dropped off a bunch of trees. So I guess there's probably some type of lumber industry going on around in the area. Is that a tree on top? Wait, am I seeing things? Why is there a tree on the side of the building on the top? That's really weird. Is that a spray paint can? Two of them. This place literally looks straight out of the apocalypse or something, but it looks cool. Look at that right above me. I know for a fact that you are able to go up there somehow. It's probably not that safe, but we're gonna try if it's possible. I think our main goal is to enter that building over there, the middle one, because I know that you can. But before we do anything in this area, I think we're gonna explore around an area, because there's a bunch of different stuff adhering to the mine itself, which isn't the main building. Bear or something someone has spray painted. This one is quite impressive, to be honest. Oh wait, can you go in here? It's just this kind of open area filled with spray paint. And then we have this thing over here. I don't know what that was meant for either. Before we go there, we're gonna go and look for the quarry in that area. Okay, look at that. Okay, that was not me, you guys. Someone has been doing illegal business. I guess we can enter. We can go through here, but we gotta be careful here. I understand why they have walled off this, because this is a quite dangerous area. Oh look, it's still frozen. This kind of looks like a tiny lake, but it's not actually a lake. This is a quarry. This is where they would mine up the iron ore. This might look like a super tiny little lake, but this thing goes 500 meters down. Also, I think this water is dangerous to swim in because of like different types of things which came into the water because of the mine. Okay, we got one quarry down. There's one more quarry we have to look at. What is this? There's just like a random stone wall here in the woods. You know all those trees we saw around the mine which were chopped down? It's over here they were chopped down. Oh, look at all these birches. Look at them. They look so fresh also. They could have literally done this last week. I'm not even kidding. This looks so fresh. Look right here. I found it. I think this is the second quarry. This sure looks quite natural, to be honest. Hopefully I don't confuse it with like a regular, just like puddle, regular lake. Oh wait, no, it's not a regular lake. Look at that. I was thinking for a sec, maybe this is just like a regular lake and I mistook it for the quarry that I'm looking for. And then I'm looking over here. And this is not a regular stone. Do you see the shape of it? It's kind of rectangular. We're standing on some type of foundation towards a building, and over here there's just a bunch of like rusty machinery and tubes and stuff. Is this a natural hill I'm walking up to, or is this some type of construction? We're walking up on a little hill. Oh, yo, look, we found it. I was gonna say this hill looks suspiciously artificial. You see all these trees in the middle? You see how young they are? None of them are as big as the surrounding trees, and that's because they are very young. These have probably come just in recent years. Because this dirt which is around this area is artificial, it's not made of like regular you would find in the woods. Most of this is rock which has been kind of pulverized and turned into super small pieces, kind of like sand, you know. When I touch this, it kind of feels like wet sand because it has been raining yesterday. This area was abandoned in 1975, which means, yeah, we have had about 50 years for this area to start to kind of recover, nature retaking itself. What the? Okay. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, this is what I was actually looking for. Yeah, look at this. It's like literally like we're in a desert, but in the middle of the woods in Sweden. This obviously, as you might can tell, does not naturally occur. It's crazy to think that all of this dirt, which you're seeing right here, at one point used to be like 500 meters below the ground in one of those quarries that we have just passed, which are right now filled up with water. There's a regular normal person bench, brand new almost, and why is there a shovel here? Wait, what? This is definitely some kid that forgot his shovel. Like, imagine being a kid here. This is just like one gigantic sandbox. Where's the iron? I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Grown ass man, by the way. But look how big this area is. I did not expect this entire like sand dune to be this big. I wonder what this would have looked like 50 years ago. Then there probably would have been no like trees growing on all of this, and it would have been like a completely open sand dune. If you bring a really strong magnet and start holding it alongside this dirt, it can actually hold on to some of the iron. You get a little bit of iron dust. Thinking about bringing a magnet, but I literally forgot it. I'm stupid. My bad, my bad. I was thinking, oh, that's gonna be so cool. And then I look in my pocket, oh, I didn't bring the magnet. Wow, I'm having a lot of fun exploring this area. I was expecting this area to be so much smaller, less impressive. I thought this was gonna be like a quick skip and then we're going to the main mine, but nope, I was wrong. This was cool. But guys, I have a confession to make. I have done something very bad. I went to the grocery store and wanted something to drink, and I saw something was on sale, and the sale was so freaking big I had literally no choice but to buy it. Brain rot soda. What is wrong with me? Ballerina cappuccino. What is this? Brr brr patapin. Like what? Honestly, who is selling this? This person should be in jail. You should be in jail. Who made this? Me and who? We're going mwah, mwah, mwah. Who? I'm a grown-ass man. What am I doing? Why is ballerina cappuccino brain rot soda kinda good? Who needs the Mediterranean when you can get this in Sweden? This is way better. This is my desert, way better. Who needs Spain? Spain overrated. You're getting defeated by a random mine in the random of the woods in Sweden. Look at that, more moose poop. There's a ton of moose in this area, it seems like. I mentioned it earlier, why is there a tree up there? How did it get up there? There is no way that tree is just growing there. Is it? Nah, that can't be possible. It can't have grown there. It has been 50 years, so maybe. There is no way someone seriously like dragged that tree the entire way up to the building. There is literally no way someone did that. I mean, to be fair, someone could have done that. With enough alcohol, anything is possible. Is that Daffy the Duck? I think that's his name. Yeah, that's Daffy the Duck. Look, there's another like Looney Tunes character. What is his name? That's the guy who runs after that bird. This is the tallest building that we saw over there from the sand dunes. Oh, I didn't know spray paint artists were motivational speakers now. If not now, then when? Exactly. If you're not gonna be unemployed today, then when? Oh look, we have another one of those things going here. You can hear the noise there on the top. There's like a metal thing. Has someone seriously made a campfire up on the other side of this thing? Yep. Dude, look at this. What is going on inside of here? Almost looks like someone has straight up blown up the wall. It's the electrical parts. This has not been in use since 1975. Wow, it goes way in here. Dude, look at that. That's the top right there. I don't think it's possible to go up there at all. But this is what it looks like here on the inside. Oh. There is, so long you're not literally a parkour master or Spider-Man, I don't think you're getting up there. Okay, seems like you can continue to walk in this direction. Ooh, okay. Oh, we have found the lowest area. Oh, I hear the water right here. Look at this spot, guys. What the heck? There is so many cans. There's a corny big right there also. Someone has, is that what I think it is? All of these electrical things from the 1970s. Wait, what is that? Oh, I almost thought that was a lamp. Oh, bro, this room is disgusting. There's a burnt log inside of here. It looks like someone has had a fire here. Seriously, check all of these canisters out. This is where they would have the iron ore and dump it and everything, and you see that hook and everything. Oh, that's so tough. Bro, why? What does this Lars thing mean? I know nothing about spray paint. Like, what does these, like, they have these, like, terms and stuff. Like, I don't know what these things mean. Whoa, look, we're up here. That's where we were earlier. We were down there. Oh, I think I know now what this is. This used to transport the ore, either up or down. I guess up somehow. And for some reason, like the whole process here is we have to mine up the ore, we have to get the ore, but the ore isn't on its own. It is mixed up with a bunch of other stuff, like stones and stuff, and you need to get rid of the stones and only get the ore. That's the whole process we have to do here. This is an old, what is it called in English? Like, it's a thing you use to heat your house on the inside. I think it's called a radiator, and it's right here, old radiator. I did not know they used to look like this back in the day. Wow, I did not expect we could walk in and see this much inside of this hall building. Well, yeah, that was cool. That was first building. A little bit spooky, but nah, not too bad. You know, it could have been worse. It isn't even too bad of a shape. Like, I could live here. Like, this is just like your average apartment in like Eastern Europe anyway. Like, this isn't even too bad. Okay, here we have some more art. Like, this is what I mean with like spray paint. I don't know what any of these things mean. The P5, like, dude, what does that mean? What does that mean even? Okay, more spray paint. This entire wall is just filled with it. Okay, we're going inside. Oh, it's actually quite bright out inside of here. Someone has seriously just had a fire literally right in the middle of this room. Okay. I wonder what these things were used for in one point. You can like open them right here. It's quite hard to open. Okay, we got it up. Okay, this one hasn't been painted on the inside. We're walking in here. Ooh, this room was really cool actually. Look at the top here of the roof. This almost looks like a freaking bunker, this thing. Oh, and also someone has been lighting a fire. Just brought a bunch of sticks and made a fire mess here in the middle. Okay, let's go in here. This room got a whole lot darker. Okay, most of the floor here is wood. It feels somewhat stable. Okay, this thing looks sketchy. I think I'm just gonna jump down there. Yo! There's not a lot of things to say about this area. More cans. Just a bunch of spray cans literally everywhere and a bunch of trash. I found the staircase. Oh, I think that's how you get up. What is this? Like some big tank tube. Oh, and there's just like a freaking ocean of cans. What is this like dark dust which is on top of all of this? Someone brought a freaking chair. Why didn't you bring it back with you? Okay. I'm gonna try to walk up there, but I'm gonna be really careful and hopefully everything goes well. Walk slowly. We're gonna make our way up. Oh, please don't break, Mr. Ladder. Please don't break. Oh, okay, we made it up. We made it up safely here. Oh, I gotta say, it is kind of scary to walk up on stuff like this. I think right there, what we're looking at is dirt, or rock rather, directly from the mine, the quarries which we looked at earlier, which had been transported here in the last years of 1975, and it's still here to this day. Okay, we're gonna try to make it up as far as possible, but I gotta be real careful right now so I don't like fall through the floor, then I'm cooked. Okay, this floor looks so freaking sketchy. And look at all this, it's just a whole straight fall down, and there's tons of them in this room. You see what I see over there? That is the road into that main, you know those long corridors up in the sky? But in order to get there, we have to cross this really sketchy floor. You gotta press that subscribe button because I'm literally risking my life right now. I would not bring my fat friend here because he would break the floor in 1 second. The dust, which we saw earlier down there in the bottom, I see it up here now, and I realized the dust, which we saw, it is literally just from the iron extraction, right? It's from up here, and it has fallen through the floor on down to all of those cans there in the bottom. Oh man, we have finally reached, this is probably the one thing which I wanted to see the most in this location. My guess that this was used for transportation of the iron ore or the rocks. I'm not sure exactly, but we're gonna walk up the staircase. Whoa, I mean, look at this. This looks so cool from this angle. Ooh, this place was really all it was hyped up to be. Look there, that's the corridor of doom. Okay, there's also these windows here. If I hold out the GoPro like this, can you see me? Hey, what's up? Whoa, that's actually kind of pretty scary. Look at that. There's a hole here in the middle of the ground, just going down to the place where we were. Ooh, that's kind of scary, not gonna lie. It feels like if I would break through the floor here, I'm literally dead. Okay, it seems like the holes are only on that side, so I think the holes are actually on purpose to be here. They're actually supposed to be here. Okay, this is very reassuring. Look, I see footsteps here. That's great. Kinda cool, but also creepy that is. That's like the back rooms. Here, if we look out the window, that's where we began the journey, over there. And there is the other buildings in that direction. Average apartment in Chelyabinsk be like this. we're gonna try to walk as far as we can in there, but like I gotta be careful. Oh, this is so freaking scary. Oh, and those holes are right there. To be fair, I don't think I could fall through one of those holes. I'm not that skinny that I would be able to slip and fall through one of those holes. That's scary. Look at that. This area, wait, has someone had a fire here? Look, someone seriously lit a fire inside of here. Oh, look, this place is cracked here in the top. Okay, this is gonna be scary. Whoa, 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 whoa. I might be overreacting, but that felt like a very unstable and scary area. But we're gonna continue to walk. What is that? There is something like some type of object there. Wait, what is that? Wait, is that a hatch? What are we standing on top of? What? Let's look down this hole. This is that cylinder-shaped building we were at earlier. That's the cylinder-shaped thing we were at, like in the beginning, like one of the first things we looked at. We're there right now, we're right above it. Look what someone wrote here. You made it here, can you make it there? Oh, do you mean someone seriously is so crazy that they seriously climbed all the way down there? Nah, I'm not doing that. That is no. Okay, we can see what's going on in the area over there. It's just a freaking dead end. Nothing really happens there. If we look out the window, you should be able to see what we're over. By far, the journey's absolute coolest view. This drop down here. So freaking awesome. And you see the upper kind of area also. That's where we're heading up now. We're gonna try to go up the main building and see if we can reach the top. Hoppa inte, which means don't jump. You know, bro, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. You know, I was not actually considering it, so, but thank you anyway. I appreciate. We're gonna try to walk up that staircase, and then the next staircase until we eventually reach the top. If it's possible to reach the top, it's not blocked off, or if the floor is like completely open up. So yeah, someone wrote here, no risk, no story. To be fair, that's kind of, why are these people that spray paint kind of like motivational speakers? That's kind of true. No risk, no story. You gotta take a risk in life if you want to do epic and cool stuff. Whoa. Oh, it's so windy. Yeah, we're reaching the high levels. Oh, my hair. My hair, no, my hair, no. Oh, look, this floor is actually not made of wood. Oh, there's the final quarry. Guys, I just realized I completely forgot about the final quarry. There was 3 quarries on this area, and we have only looked at 2 of them. I completely forgot of that. I was trying to look at the quarry, the 3rd quarry, before we went into the main building. I was literally right there. Here's the elevator again. Okay, I think, what is this? A cookie jar. Someone has had cookies here. Okay, this sand looks almost a different color. That floor right there is just a straight down. More electricity there, like, what madman have opened that door? That's scary. Imagine someone just on accident walks out. That's very dangerous. I mean, to be fair, this entire area is quite literally dangerous, but that's like dangerous multiplied by 2. Okay, this staircase looks a lot worse than the others, I feel like. But yeah, we're gonna walk it up. Ooh, I hate these staircases. Oh, I hate this, I hate this. That you gotta be real careful with. Yes, I made it. Smooth criminal. Okay, any more interesting spray paint here? Not really. Like this spray paint thing here, it looks kind of lazy. Mr. Staircase, please don't break. Okay. Okay. Wait, what? Look at that. Look at that. There's an engine over there. Oh, there's another staircase. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'm shaking the staircase a little bit. It feels like it is holding on together. Oh, I got a duck. What? What? No freaking way, look at this. Oh. Wait, I hear water drops up here. Oh, this is freaking scary. Yo, look at this view. We have made it up to the top. We have finally made it. Oh no, there's one more staircase. Are you kidding me? I was right. That is so weird. The trees are literally growing on the ground here. Is that Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with a nice whoosh. There's the quarry. Over there you see some houses. That is the kind of town of Romel where we're in right now. There is a couple of people that live here. My car should be parked somewhere over there. Look at that. And that, what is that? I completely ignored this. This is what we looked at earlier. I think between the two buildings, there is kind of like a transportation system. So we were in, you remember the taller building, the taller, skinnier building we were at first, that we couldn't go up in. It had kind of like a transportation system which allowed something to transport upwards. I think that is connected with the system in the other building, so it transports the ore up like that. That's up here. Oh, I know what this is. This is a machine which kind of separates stuff, and then all of it falls down here into this building. So something is done there, then it transports up there, then it dumps down in this building. We found them. Look, there's the trees. There is literally no way. Freaking hilarious. I mean, those trees have had basically 50 years on them to grow here. You know, not enough water, the soil isn't rich enough. You know, the tree, even though it had had 50 years on it to grow, it is not able to grow that big in that period of time. And I also guess, you see, the biggest tree is the only one which is tilting over. So I guess apparently it probably grew so much that it became so heavy that it started tilting off the side, because it's growing right there on the side. Oh, yo, that is so cool. That is so cool. This right here, it looks very similar to that tunnel we were in earlier. You see, it almost looks like there are holes underneath them as well. You see all the holes? Maybe that was the exact same purpose. They also were transporting something. You see this? Oh, it's still, like, this is gummy. So basically on top of this was where the iron ore and all of the stones and stuff were transported up via these things were spinning around. Oh, what is that leading? It's just complete pitch black. Wait, let's put on the headlamp. Is that, oh, it's so dusty. You can barely see anything. That is insane. Guys, look at that. It's just like a completely pitch black room down there. Okay, let's walk up the final freaking staircase. And also it's by far the sketchiest, not gonna lie. This is definitely the sketchiest. Okay, look at this room. What is this? What was this used for? Look, it has still a bunch of oil on it. And everything. Oh, this is the roof. Oh, it looks like you can climb up on it. Oh, I almost missed that hole. It seems like there used to be a ladder up. It seems like you can climb up here using these ropes. Am I gonna risk it or not? I could get up to the top of the building with these. Ah, screw it, we're doing it. Oh, I injured my hand. Oh, I'm bleeding. Alright. When I first started this video, I literally didn't even know it was possible to reach the top of this building. Look, there's an eagle right there. There's a helicopter right there and a seagull right over there. That is so freaking cool. Oh. So you might be wondering, Victor, are you afraid of heights? Yes, very. And I'm already starting to regret it. What am I doing here? Okay, now I realized why it was like dripping through the roof, because you see here on the top, rainwater has collected itself up in these areas. You see here, rainwater is here on the top. This is literally so cool that we're on top of the building now. This allows me to kind of show you guys exactly all that we have been. Over in that direction, the desert of this place, and that's also where one of the quarries are. And then in that direction, look, there's the long corridor where we were walking just, and there's the cylindrical building that we were above as well. We walked all the way over there. There's that thing. Over there you can see the one quarry, and over there we have the little village of Romel. Like if you look around in the area, we are in the middle of nowhere. Small community built their identity and their entire story on this mine up until 1975, and then when it closed, people left. This, you can see this everywhere. In many different towns they decayed because the mining industry or the manufacturing industry, they disappeared somewhere in the 70s. Today you see areas like Romel, very few people actually live there. Luckily there are some people still left. They probably have lived there for a very long time. I wonder what their relationship to the mine is. I'm chilling here with my boy. Hey, yo, what's up, man? I'm chilling here with the bush, who has grown. He's in the middle. He's on the top of the mine. What an absolute G. Imagine going against everything. Like, how is this possible? How is this guy even possible for him to grow here? How did he get up here? There's the great puddle of the Romel mine. Very few people have witnessed this great puddle. I really need to piss. I really need to piss. Yes, I did just do that. I have now left my mark on this place. That was the ballerina cappuccina leaving my schlong. Wow, this is crazy. I can't believe we actually made it up there. Now comes the worst part. We have to climb that thing down. That was so hard, man. Oh yeah, that was cool. Just came to my realization it's a lot sketchier to go down a steep staircase than to go up it. It's like almost scarier because it feels like you're gonna trip forward. All right, let's go down. Oh, this is so sketchy. I hate going down the staircase even more than going up it. Ooh, and we're good. Ooh, oh, cortisol low, only smiley faces from now on. Okay, we're almost at the bottom now again. Let's go. Yes, we made it. Oh, sun, freedom. Oh, let me breathe for a sec. Hold up, guys. That's the area we were standing on top of that roof. And then we were walking inside of this thing all the way to that cylinder looking thing over there. Here, I didn't know what to expect. I did not expect us to be able to even go even closely to that high up. I was thinking maybe we can go up one staircase, two staircases. I was thinking eventually it was gonna end. I had no idea that we were gonna be able to reach the top. Feels like leaving Chernobyl or something. Woo, so we're leaving the mine now. I'm back in my hot and comfy car. Woo, that was a lot of fun. I'm like riled up. I'm thrilled up. I'm thrilled. That was cool. I'm starving. Dude, we have been walking for hours. I've probably an insane amount of steps today. And I've been climbing and doing crazy stuff. Oh yeah. Look at that sign. Welcome to Rastsjön. Hey. Look, the water levels are so high you can't even go out there. Plus, I think the water here is... Ooh, it's freezing cold. Guys, this is the most optimal diet for elite testosterone levels amongst men. It is pork on a stick and brain rot soda with a brr patapin flavor. Let's take a bite. Are you supposed to eat pork medium rare, or are you supposed to cook it through? Is it like chicken? Because chicken is like you're not supposed to eat it raw. I'm not sure actually. I don't care, my immune system is strong. Gorgeous day, oh look at the sun and everything. We're right now in an area called Östhammar kommun. That is like the municipality which the mine is located in. This is the symbol for iron. This kind of accurately describes what this area has been doing historically. Mining iron and then shipping that iron somewhere else. Woo! It's getting cold outside, the wind is going crazy. Second brain of soda of the day. This one is fire. So basically, I've been risking my life now for a couple hours. If you enjoyed that, you have to subscribe, you have to like.